Recently, I was at a wedding. It was actually on Tu B'Av. The meal, the dancing, the night was Tu B'Av, although it had started on the 14th. And Tu B'Av is a very happy day for many reasons. But anyway, at the meal, I got into a discussion with somebody. Someone asked me about the 42 journeys and that I mentioned in the Torah, and I had mentioned that Reb Nachman talks about one of the journeys, Eilim, and so I found the place where I was making a reference to. It's in this book called the Book of Legendary Tales of Rabbi Nachman Breslov, and it's at the back. I actually got this book from Cave Rachel, the tomb of Rachel. And someone was giving them out, but maybe he was asking for a little bit of something. I think I gave him 10 shekel for this book. And anyway, so if that person happens to be watching, then this is what I was making reference to. It says, the book of Eilim defeats the heretical scholars, and it's found in a hidden manuscript is the following story regarding the book of Eilim. Eilim is a place mentioned in the Torah in Exodus 15:27. So it's Ramses, Sukkos, Eitam, Piachirot, Mara, Eilim, the sixth journey. And then that person was asking me, is the first one Ramses, but is that really a journey? Because they started off there. That's not really a journey. They started there. But then I said, it's not a journey, but it's still considered one of the stations. It's the first station of the 42 stations from my studies of it. But anyway, so going back to the story, Rabbi Nachman of Breslov tells this story about the book of Eilim defeats the heretical scholars. Found in a hidden manuscript is the following story regarding the book of Eilim. Eilim is a place mentioned in the Torah in Exodus 15:27, and it is a precious book authored by a godly man, Rabbi Yosef of Kandia, of blessed memory. In his days, 500 students, outstanding in Torah, gathered, and they began to study books of philosophy and the guide for the perplexed until they became wanton and became heretics. Interesting. They were righteous students and they were Torah scholars, but they became heretics. Okay. Until they became wanton and in the living God. Heretics in the living God, that's how he writes it here, I guess. Anyway, and they said that the world, and they said that there is no divine supervision over the world, heaven forbid. And all the aforementioned students came to the tzaddik, Rabbi Yosef of Kandia, of blessed memory, so that he too would approve with them of this evil theme. And the aforementioned tzaddik, when he heard this matter, he was seized with dread. And they began to present proofs and debate with him, and he was unable to bring them around from this matter. And he spoke to them and said, "Give me some time, and I will answer you." And they gave him some time, and they went away. And this tzaddik sent letters to all the great rabbis, and they should come to him quickly. And they came to him, and he told them the matter, and they all prayed to Hashem, and they fasted night and day. And the tzaddik fell on his face for 3 days and 3 nights, not eating bread and not drinking water. And after 3 days, he got up quickly from the ground. He said, "A time to act for Hashem. No, they have nullified your Torah." That's the Eis Lasos Lashem Hefir Torah Secha. Psalms 119, 126. And he took a scribe's pen in his hand, and he wrote without rest. He didn't eat and he didn't drink. And he did not learn and did not pray. He just wrote with a scribe's pen, and he composed the aforementioned book, which is called the Book of Eilim, named after this place, Eilim, one of the journeys. Very mysterious. Like what is it about this place that had to do with the book? He doesn't say. Afterwards, when the students came to him, and he took the aforementioned book, he put it in their hands, and with this book, he defeated them, because all of the wisdoms are there, and they saw the wisdom, and even still he is a believer. I'm not sure what that means. He was a tzaddik, so why you're saying he's a believer? Okay, anyway, that's what he writes here. And they all became consummate tzaddikim. So I guess this book was able to turn them from their heresy. So anyway, if that person was watching, this is what I was making reference to as the book of Eilim. It's found in the story put out by the Breslov. It's published by the Mali Vigadish publishing, particular Breslov publishing company. Book of Legendary Tales, Nachman Breslov, and the story again is called the Book of Eilim, defeats the heretical scholars.